Ernie Davis arrived at Syracuse University in September of 1958. He spurned scholarship offers from dozens of high-profile colleges to attend Syracuse and pick up where his hero Jim Brown left off on the football field.
Well, with Ernie, I didn't sell him on anything. I just told him the truth. And I felt that he could make a major difference at Syracuse and that he had the talent to do anything he wanted to do.
Since freshmen weren't permitted to play in those days, Davis spent a season learning the finer points of the college game from legendary coach Ben Schwartzwalder. The following season, Ernie was ready to go, and his contribution was immediate and impactful. Just a sophomore, Davis quickly became the difference maker on an already talented and powerful team. The Orange bulldozed their way through the season, outscoring opponents 390 to 59. Davis set the pace, running for 686 yards and 8 touchdowns. He also chalked up an incredible 7 yards per carry. That mark still stands in the Syracuse University record book. Ernie also caught 11 passes for 94 yards.
He was so good in everything he did, and he excelled in being a personality. His demeanor, his outlook, his work ethics, everything was just absolutely perfect.
Syracuse was undefeated at the end of the regular season and chose to play second-ranked Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Not even a hamstring injury could keep Davis off the field in this, the most important game in school history. The game was marred by a racially motivated brawl just before halftime, but Ernie and his teammates persevered. Davis scored twice and added a 2-point conversion to lead the Orange to a 23-14 triumph over the Longhorns and the national championship. Ernie was named the game's most valuable player.
Ben was very protective because he didn't want his star player, because at that time he had to play offense and defense. You know, it was a lot different. And I think he said, protect, don't let him pull that hamstring again, because I think he ran 40 or 50 yards on one play, and nobody caught him. But he played, and he played well, and we won the game. And that was the important thing. Then we became national champions.
During his 3 seasons in uniform for the Orange, Ernie rushed for nearly 2,400 yards and scored 28 touchdowns. He averaged 6.6 yards per carry and was named to the All-American team in both 1959 and 1960. At the conclusion of the 1961 season, Ernie got a telegram saying he had won the Heisman Trophy. The accomplishment was not only significant, it was historic. He was the first African-American to ever be awarded college football's most prestigious honor.
When I found out that he'd won it, I expected it. I mean, we anticipated that he was going to win it because he was performing on the field. And so when it actually happened, it was something that didn't surprise us. We just knew it was the right thing.
This was history making, and you were a part of it. And I think every black in America who followed football felt just like when Jackie Robinson broke in. At least that's the way I felt. Felt pride in this guy winning the Heisman Trophy.
President John F. Kennedy just happened to be in the same hotel as Ernie and asked to meet this proud young man he had come to admire. The NFL was the next challenge that Ernie would face, or so everyone thought. He was drafted by the Washington Redskins and quickly traded to Cleveland, where he would team with his predecessor Jim Brown to form the most dynamic backfield in football history. But Davis never played a single NFL game. He was diagnosed with monocytic leukemia before his rookie season even began and died on May 18, 1963, at the age of 23.
People are put here for a purpose, and once they accomplish their purpose, then it's time for them to leave. And his purpose was meeting people and getting people together and making this great achievement, and of course making it easier for other black athletes to come to Syracuse.
I tried to pattern my life after what Ernie would have been and how Ernie would have performed and how Ernie would have behaved. I wanted to take the place of a guy that was so significant in being a role model for me that I wanted to emulate that person in his life.